I remember when I first started coaching, not having my package ready really held me back. So in this video, I'll show you how to create a coaching package that your clients will love and will get them results. It all starts with knowing who you want to work with. Now, if you've gone down the client avatar rabbit hole before, I know it's not so easy to answer this question. But I have a really simple exercise that I think will help you out. So get your pen and paper ready or open your favorite note-taking app and let's figure this out once and for all. So here's the exercise. Step number 1 is first write down the names of the people who have given you the best testimonials and feedback in the past. If you haven't had coaching clients yet, then you can think about people who always come to you asking you for advice and your opinion. Because these are the people who really connect with you and your experiences, and that's very important. Once you have a list of people, consider the following. For example, their demographics. How old are they? Are they men? Are they women? What do they do for a living? But also think back to their pain points and challenges, and not just the pain points and challenges that they told you about, but thinking about them as a person. What were the things that they were struggling with? What were they facing in their day-to-day lives or in their businesses? And next, for each person that you've listed, fill in the blanks. I want to work with XYZ who struggled with ABC. Let me give you a few examples of how this could turn out. I want to work with 40-year-old busy professionals who struggle with work-life balance. Or I want to work with young software engineers who struggle with career advancement and skills development. Or another one, I want to work with overwhelmed entrepreneurs in their 50s who have no time for online marketing. Or this one, I want to work with new parents in their 30s who struggle with balancing their family life and professional life. Now that you're looking at this list of people, pick the one that you personally like the best. Now, I'm not saying that this is going to be your ideal client forever, but it is a starting point. Start by helping a handful of people who fit that profile and see how it works, see how it goes, and what kind of results you get. From my experience growing my business and working with many other coaches, it is really important to make a decision and take action, because that's where you're really gonna learn the most about yourself as a coach and about your business. So now that you've picked someone and you have a clear idea of who they are, the next step is to define their goal. What is the number one goal that you're gonna help them achieve? Think about specific and measurable goals that align with their pain points. Here's another simple exercise on how you can figure this out. As a very first step, you can simply ask ChatGPT. For example, you can put in this prompt right here. I'm a career coach working with busy professionals struggling with work-life balance. Can you help me identify the top 5 goals and challenges for people like them? Using ChatGPT like this is a great starting point, but the next step is that you take each of the responses and you search for that response on Google and you see what other people on the internet have posted about it. First, scroll down to the section where Google shows you what other people have asked and to the section of related searches, because that tells you what other people are typing into Google on the similar topic. This will help you identify if the suggestion from ChatGPT is on the right track, and you can further refine it. And as you're scrolling through Google, I also highly recommend that you watch out for Reddit posts. Look at what people ask or complain about on Reddit, and it's going to give you a clear idea of what the pain points are. And as you're doing this, start writing down clear goals that people have. Be specific and make sure the goals are measurable. For example, here's a response from ChatGPT using the prompt that I just shared with you. And after refining my research on Google, here are a few comments that I found on Reddit. The first one talks about long working hours that are starting to take a toll on their personal life and overall well-being. Another person complained that there is zero support to help them manage the day-to-day grind. It's also very interesting to see what advice other people give on the platform. Here, for example, somebody said, "It sounds like you're under-resourced." And after you've done all this research and taken notes on it, you can finally structure it like this. I help my clients achieve A by doing B. Here are 2 examples. I help busy professionals achieve better time management by teaching them effective prioritization and planning techniques. Or I help small business owners scale their operations efficiently by implementing streamlined processes and automation tools. At this point, you've already come a long way. You know who you want to work with and you understand exactly what their biggest goal is. Next, you want to break down their goal into small, manageable steps. And here, my personal advice is that it's important that you don't try to squeeze your process into a certain number of steps. You might think that the coaching program should be 5 steps, but please don't let that limit you. If achieving your client's goals takes 8 steps, then it takes 8 steps. be confident and trust in your own experiences and in your expertise, and write down the steps that it actually takes to accomplish that goal. Instead of worrying about how many steps it takes, the key thing you really want to focus on is that each step naturally leads to the next step until they eventually reach the goal that they desire. Now that you have all steps listed out, you want to think about which tools and resources they need to complete each of the steps. Go back to each of the steps one by one and think about which problems and challenges could stop them from successfully completing it. What can you create for them or provide them with so that completing the step is not just virtually guaranteed, but also is effortless? For example, when I start working with a new client one-on-one, I personally give them access to my CreateGrowProfit membership site, which includes all the resources they need for their marketing and content creation. But here are a few more ideas. Step-by-step resources they can access on demand, such as training videos and checklists. The ideal apps or software that they can use, techniques that you've developed, or management apps, planners, and progress tracking. But please don't let these ideas limit you. Trust your own expertise and your experiences to come up with just the right tools and resources for them. A word of warning, however, only provide your clients with the tools and resources that are absolutely necessary, and not more than that. Because if you overwhelm them with too much, then it can be paralyzing, and then you're not helping them at all. And one final quick tip, if you have a way to visually show them their progress every week, it can be highly motivating. If you've been following along until now, then your coaching package is almost complete. There's really only one step left, and that is giving it a realistic time frame. I highly recommend that you look at each of the separate steps that you've listed and you give a realistic time frame for each of the steps. With the right tools and with your guidance, how long does it take to complete each step successfully? And also, what's the daily or weekly time commitment that you expect from your client to make it happen? Write this down for each step, add it all together, and at the end, you will know how long it takes to complete your coaching package in total. I think you and I both know that many coaches have 3-month coaching packages, but don't let that limit you. After you've gone through this process, you might discover that it takes 4.5 months to complete your process. And if that's the case, then it takes 4.5 months. Focus on getting your clients the results they desire and don't worry about what others are doing. The sooner you create your coaching package, the better. And I really hope that this video helped you to finally put it together. Because now you need to figure out pricing. How much should you charge? Watch this video next to find out how much you should charge for your coaching packages. And if you liked this video, please hit the like button. It helps me grow my channel. And also, if you know another coach who could use this information, please share the video with them. I'm Morris from CreateGrowProfit, and I hope I will see you in the next video.